Hello. Let's go over one of the steps in setting up your marine management system. First, you need to set up your slips. To set up your slips, you need to go into Set up Wet Slips. As you can see, they're all red. Red means that they have not been set up yet. This is orange is the slip is set up, green means it's assigned, black means they're coming back, and so on. So to set up your slips, it's as easy as selecting the slip. Now, the things that are important is this right here. This is what's going to display on that slip. So let's suppose this is B dock and this is B1. You can give it a description if you wish. You don't really need to do that. Now, this is important. If you're doing a search for a slip for a customer, it is going to look at this information. So if this is a 25-foot slip, and maybe the width is 18 feet, and it has 4 feet of water, you can put a weight limit, not really necessary. Now, also, what's the minimum size product you'd put in there? Maybe I don't want to put anything smaller than 15. What's the max? Well, best I can do is 27. Now, this is there again for reports. If you want to put a description in there, you can. You don't really need to. What this is for, owner, is if there's a condominium slip, this would be the person that owns that slip. Obviously, it's only for people that have condominium slips where somebody else owns the slip. Over here, you can put in a note. This might be a note that'll pop up when you're signing this slip. Like maybe it's a hard slip to navigate into, and you want to tell the customer that, look, at this slip is a little bit tricky going into. If you're not really comfortable driving a boat, you may not want to be in this slip. That's what that note is for. Over here, as far as pricing we'll go over a little bit later in the next video. On pricing, you can just do a flat rate where every slip is a different price. You can put it in here. You also can change it when you're assigning the slip on the fly. There's many options, charging by the foot, charging by the square foot. We'll go over that on the video on how to set up pricing. If you want to put in a list price here, you can do that. Next, that's very important, is the amenities. It's going to search this. So if the slip has water, maybe it has Wi-Fi, it has a cable TV, and so on. So you would, and electric. Now over here, this is very important if you're going to be charging billing for your water meters. This would be the water meter ID. Now this is very important. This is when you're billing, when you tell the computer what you want to charge, it's going to go by meter type. So maybe whatever code you use here, you'll use that code in the billing process. And there again, there's another video on setting up electric billing. Over here, and maybe it's 30 amp, and so on. You don't need to fill in the reading. When you do a reading, it'll automatically fill that in. So I've entered all the information that I think is very important to me, and I'm just going to hit change. Notice it turned orange. Now, what makes this a little bit easier is, let's say all of B dock is pretty much very similar. When I select the next one, it copies everything that I just did. So if everything's pretty much the same, all I really need to do is go B-2. And over here, B-3. Okay, so it's very simple on setting this up. Once this is all set up, then you'll go to the next step, setting up your billing and going to the next process. If you have any questions at all, just please call support. Thank you.